The Office of Management and Budget, which they call themselves New York City Budget on Twitter or X or whatever you call it, finally released something on May 8th. So that was recently. And of course, their publication date is May 1st. If they published it on May 1st, why isn't it in open data sets? And we're going to try to keep this short in less than 60 seconds. Where did the money go? First of all, what do these names mean? Current modified budget amount and adopted budget amount and financial plan amount. I believe that the adopted one is the one that goes, right? And these numbers are all in billions in this area. And there it is, city actuary pensions. We should 10 billion, started at 9 billion, fringe benefits. Look at it, we'll just keep going down the list. General education, leadership, that's personal services. I think that means employees. Medical assistants, who knows, 6.7 billion in the current modified. We'll go a little bit long and then we'll create a short for this too. And so peace out for the short people. Or maybe the short can go on for 3 minutes or so. I don't know. Public assistance, 4 billion. Fringe benefits, again, look at these bizarre terms that they use. Fringe benefits. What does that even mean? How can you explain billions of dollars with two words? Fringe benefits, PS, 4 billion. Shelter intake programs, over OTPS, that's probably personal services or personnel, whatever, 3 billion, 3.7. Charter schools, 3.3 billion. Lump sum, that's an amazing one. You have to search on the internet to figure out what that is. That has something to do with the hospitals, I believe. 3 billion, just, handouts and buying votes. And SC, special education, probably special education, almost 2.5 billion, more than 2.5 billion. Funded debt without constitutional limit, maybe. How can they put acronyms in here? How are people supposed to read this? Funded debt of what? 2.4 billion. Budget stabilization account, 2.3 billion, whatever that means. Operations, 2 billion. Pupil transportation, look at it, busing is almost 2 billion. Patrol and schools is 2 billion. And patrol, like, oh gosh, we're not even helping the children. We're policing them. Fire, exiting, and emergency response. What the hell is that? Whatever that means. Personal services again. This is CW special education. So more special education. Contract schools, foster, 1 point. You can't come up with this stuff. We want to see these over time, because these so-called units of appropriation, or whatever they call these things, unit of appropriation name, I'm sure they appear and disappear. And it should show that. Utility, pre-K contracts, less than $1 billion. Oh, see, they're getting punished. Transitional Finance Authority, that's less than $1 billion. Universal Pre-K, another $1 billion. A little bit less. Community colleges, less than $1 billion. Energy and leasing, what is that? Energy and leasing, another. That's probably the trailers outside the schools. Oh my God. Administration, that's probably them. Universal Pre-K, again, another. They can't come up with enough names for this stuff. Mental health, another. This must be the whatever, Vibe NYC or Thrive or whatever, corruption. Where did that go? Reserve for collective bargaining. Community colleges again, $500 million. Traffic operations, early childhood administration, disease control, technology services, out-of-home services. Where is New York City getting these things? This is just outrageous. Somebody's got to give deep street programs. Can we come up with any more shelter operations? Where in the world in the Constitution, U.S. Constitution, does it say that a city does all these things, it shouldn't be providing food and bread lines. And this is outrageous. You know, housing police, another, they broke that out. Highway operations, another 0.2 billion. This is just outrageous. Neighborhood, can we come up with enough names for this? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Anyway, peace out. This is so frustrating, but join your community civic organization and push for a community budget council. We have this ridiculous community education council that does absolutely nothing, but a community budget council, people might like that, right? Because then they can ask for the details of this stuff, that's published in open data sets, but nobody looks at it. And we're paying millions for that. At least we're not paying billions yet. I'm sure if they could get it, they would get it. Peace out.